Veiled in controversy and venerated for centuries, the Shroud of Turin stands as one of the most perplexing puzzles of the modern age. This enigmatic piece of linen, bearing the faint imprint of a man's face and body, has long captivated the world. Is it merely a piece of medieval artistry, or does it hold a deeper, more profound significance? Some claim it's the burial cloth of Jesus Christ, while others dismiss it as nothing more than an elaborate hoax. Unearthed in the Middle Ages, yet radiocarbon dated to centuries later, it has baffled scientists, theologians, and historians alike. With every examination, the shroud seems to tighten its grip on its secrets, challenging our understanding of history, art, and faith. So let's delve into this mystery. Is it the genuine burial cloth of Jesus Christ bearing his holy visage, or one of history's most intricate forgeries? Discovered in the Middle Ages, yet radiocarbon dated to centuries later, the Shroud of Turin has baffled scientists, theologians, and historians alike. This enigmatic piece of cloth has been the subject of intense scrutiny, with its very existence sparking a fascinating interplay between faith and science. The shroud first emerged in historical records in the 14th century, found in the possession of a knight in Lille, France. From there, it began its storied journey, passing through the hands of royalty and clergy, before finally residing in its current home, the Cathedral of St. John the Baptist in Turin, Italy. Through all this, the shroud has remained an object of veneration and controversy. Science entered the scene in the late 20th century, attempting to solve the riddle of the shroud. Using radiocarbon dating techniques, scientists endeavored to determine the age of the fabric. The results were startling, dating the shroud to the 13th or 14th century, centuries after the crucifixion of Christ. These findings suggested the shroud might be a medieval forgery, a stunning work of art perhaps, but not the burial cloth of Jesus. But the dance of faith and science did not end there. Further studies revealed traces of pollen and dust particles that could only have originated from the region around Jerusalem. This raised new questions about the shroud's origins, challenging the previous dating results and reigniting the debate. Yet the shroud remained silent, its faint image of a man's face and body a mute testament to its mystery. Despite the wealth of scientific research, the shroud did not yield its secrets easily. Its enigmatic presence seemed to mock our quest for certainty and truth, inviting us to delve deeper into the realms of history, art, and faith. With each investigation, it seems the shroud only tightens its grip on its secrets, challenging our understanding of history, art, and faith. This dance of faith and science continues, a testament to our enduring fascination with the unknown and the power of belief. From its first recorded appearance in France during the 14th century to its current home in Turin, Italy, the shroud has traversed continents and centuries. This enigmatic piece of cloth has been a traveler, a silent witness, journeying through time and space. Our story begins in the heart of medieval Europe, in the bustling French town of Lille, where the Shroud of Turin makes its first historical appearance around the mid-14th century. Displayed by a French knight, Geoffroy de Charny, the shroud drew crowds, their eyes wide with awe and wonder at the faint imprint of a man's body, crucified yet serene. The shroud's journey, however, is not a smooth one. Its path is fraught with controversy and conflict. In the late 14th century, the Bishop of Troyes declared the shroud a forgery, a mere artwork, causing uproar and debate that reverberates even today. From France, the shroud's journey takes a turn eastward. In the wake of the Crusades, it crosses continents, passing through the hands of various owners. It's a silent observer of battlefields stained with blood and cathedrals echoing with prayer. In the late 15th century, the shroud found a new home in the Savoy family's possession. This powerful dynasty, ruling over a region straddling modern-day France and Italy, safeguarded the shroud, even as it survived a devastating fire in 1532 that left it with burn marks still visible today. Finally, in the late 16th century, the shroud made its way to its current resting place, Turin. Here, in the Cathedral of St. John the Baptist, it lies, a silent sentinel, drawing millions from around the world, each eager to glimpse the enigmatic image etched into its fabric. From the crowded streets of medieval France to the solemn silence of an Italian cathedral, the shroud has journeyed through time, bearing witness to centuries of faith, skepticism, and debate. Its journey is as enigmatic as its origins, adding another layer to the mystery. The 20th and 21st centuries have seen renewed interest and research into the shroud. As we entered an era where faith and science often intersect, the Shroud of Turin has become a focal point of this convergence. In the late 20th century, radiocarbon dating was employed to determine the age of the shroud. The results were startling. The tests suggested that the cloth was produced between the years 1320 and 1360, a time period that aligns more with the era of medieval artistry than with the crucifixion of Christ. These findings stirred up a whirlwind of controversy, leading some to believe that the shroud was an elaborate medieval hoax. But the story doesn't end there. In the 21st century, new research emerged that challenged the radiocarbon dating results. Scientists discovered traces of pollen grains on the shroud that were native to the Middle East, specifically the area around Jerusalem. This was a significant revelation as it suggested that the shroud might have originated in the same region where Jesus Christ was believed to have been crucified. Furthermore, it was observed that the image on the shroud was not painted or dyed, but was instead formed by an unknown process that discolored the fibers of the cloth. This detail added another layer of enigma to the shroud, as it defied the explanation of it being a mere medieval artwork. But these studies have only deepened the enigma, raising more questions than answers. If the shroud is a medieval creation, how did the creator manage to imprint such a detailed image on the cloth? If it is indeed the burial cloth of Christ, how do we reconcile this with the radiocarbon dating results? The Shroud of Turin continues to challenge our understanding of history, faith, and science, and invites us to probe deeper into its mysteries. But what if the shroud is neither a relic nor a hoax? This question takes us beyond the binary of relic versus hoax, unveiling a realm of other intriguing possibilities. Consider the theory that the Shroud of Turin might be a historical document of sorts. Early in the 14th century, a time when the majority of the population was illiterate, visual representations played a crucial role in conveying information and narratives. The shroud's detailed depiction of a crucified man could have served as a powerful visual aid, helping to tell the story of Jesus Christ's crucifixion. Or perhaps it was intended as a witness to the crucifixion. The shroud's eerie, lifelike image could have been designed to stir deep emotions, to make the event feel more real and immediate to those who beheld it. In this light, the shroud might have been an attempt to capture and convey the profound horror and sorrow of that moment. Another possibility is that the shroud was a medieval devotional object. During the Middle Ages, the practice of using physical items to aid in worship was widespread. These objects, often imbued with intricate artistry and symbolism, helped devotees connect more deeply with their faith. The Shroud of Turin, with its haunting image, could have been created as a devotional tool to inspire and deepen faith. And of course, there's the chance that it could be an amalgamation of all these theories, a product not of one intention but of many. A historical document that bore witness to the crucifixion and served as a devotional object all at once. Its true purpose remains as elusive as its origins. Like a puzzle with missing pieces, the Shroud of Turin continues to confound us, its mysteries unfathomable, its secrets seemingly impenetrable. But isn't that what makes it so fascinating? That it refuses to fit neatly into any box, instead inviting us to question, to explore, to imagine. As we draw to a close, it's time for reflection. The Shroud of Turin, whether a holy relic or an elaborate hoax, has stood the test of time, captivating the curiosity of scientists, theologians, and skeptics alike. Its faint yet distinct image of a man's face and body has sparked countless debates and investigations, fueling the perennial dance between faith and science. The shroud's journey through history and geography, from the Middle Ages to its current home in Turin, Italy, remains a fascinating tale etched in the annals of human curiosity. But perhaps the shroud's greatest mystery lies in its ability to inspire reflection and introspection, to challenge us to question, to seek, and to believe. The Shroud of Turin remains an enigma, at the crossroads of faith and science, history and belief. Its true origins may forever be shrouded in mystery, inviting each of us to draw our own conclusions. What do you believe?